hello and welcome. Hi og velkommen. My name is Malene. I am a podcaster living in the northern part of Denmark. I am coming to you from my house, my music room, on a nice sunny day. Welcome if you're a returning viewer, and welcome if this is the first time you're checking in. Thank you so much. Either way, I really appreciate you spending some time with me. This is my podcast about knitting, and I sprinkle it with a little bit of music. Today I have a couple of FOs to show you. I have some whips, some new to me things that magically appeared in my house. And of course, the podcaster of the day, or should I say podcasters of the day, because this time it is a group and I can't wait to tell you about them. But first of all, I want to tell you about a couple of things that's coming up in my life, knitting related. This April, on April the 22nd, is the third worldwide knitathon hosted by Pia from 50 Fabulous. If you have not checked out her podcast, please do so. She podcasts in both Danish and English, so you can choose either way you like. Pia hosted twice last year, both in the spring and in the fall, and it was just such a great time. We knit for 24 hours, and during those 24 hours, different podcasters go live. Pia goes live on her own channel. Let me just mention that everything that I say here today with relation to podcasters, makers, patterns, yarns, anything, hashtags, I will put everything in the description box below. So if you want to know something, please check there. And I might have forgotten something. Don't hesitate to leave me a comment and I'll answer your question. I'm a tiny bit confused today. I came from work. It was amazing. I went to 2 kindergartens and did 3 music classes this morning. So my hair is big and fluffy and the mood is great and the sun is shining and but I might be a little rambling, but hey, that's me. If you've watched before, you know that by now, right? Okay, but the knitathon. So what I was saying, that different podcasters, they go live and Pia sets up all kinds of fun things. And I have been invited once again to play a little for you guys. So on the 22nd, it's a Saturday, April 22nd, Saturday, and then it goes on until Sunday, the 23rd. I'm sorry, I don't know what time it is everywhere else, but in Denmark, we start at 3 p.m. and end at 3 p.m. And during the nighttime, at 9 p.m., I have been invited to go live, and what I will do is I will play a little music. I won't really talk that much, just let the music speak for itself. But I will, before the 22nd, I don't know if I'm probably going to podcast before that, but you never know what happens in life, right? I will ask you guys if you have any requests for songs. I will do that both here on YouTube and on Instagram. And what I will ask you to do is just leave a comment either here or on Instagram. I am the Playful Knitter on Instagram as well. Leave a comment, write a song that you would like to request. And I just randomly draw songs. I put them into like a tiny program and I play for about somewhere around 30 minutes. It's been so amazing the last couple of times, so I encourage you all to participate. Get out your knitting, check out of the world for 24 hours and just sit in it and have fun. And even more present for me, this Saturday, March 18th, there's going to be a yarn event here in Denmark, and I am going to go. It's called Feber in the town called Vejle. I've attended before, and it's such fun. All kinds of small makers. You have to be a small maker in order to be a vendor there. And yeah, we just go and meet knitting friends, or fiber friends, I'd rather say. And it's just such an amazing day. So I'm going to get up real early this Saturday, go meet friends, take the train, go to Violet, have a wonderful day. If you are a Danish viewer and you should happen to be there, and if you'd like to say hi, please do so. I always love to say hi. I am pretty shy. People think I am not. I'm very shy and awkward when I meet people I don't know. But still, I really love to say hi. So please don't hesitate. Just come on over and say, hey. And I promise I'll say hi back. So yeah, Knitathon on the 22nd of April, and the Fiber Folk Festival or event, or whatever it's called, this Saturday on March 18th. Yes. And now, I've babbled on for, I don't know, 8 minutes or something. Let's get out the knitting, okay? I have 2 FOs today. I think I showed you last time that I collected a whole bunch of scraps. I'm pretty sure I did. In here. This one was full. And now there's only one little nugget. And I saved it when I was knitting because I was like, I want to use this for something else. Trouble is, now I can't remember what it was. That's so me. I had this brilliant idea and now I have no clue what it was. But I'm still saving it because, well, you never know. At some point it might be ding ding and I'll remember. But this one. I saved that one and I used all the other ones plus a little some. Yeah. And this is what I made. I knit these socks as a part of the Easypeasyscrappysocks KAL 2023. It's Jen from Everything Shapes Us is her Instagram. Yes, Everything Shapes Us. Here's sock number 1. And here is sock number 2. I have to be honest with you. I don't think these are pretty at all. But I think they're so much fun. And I'm going to have a blast wearing them during my music classes and everything. And the kids are for sure going to love them. Something happened when I was knit. This is the first one I knit. And I just reached in the bag and grabbed randomly a new little nugget and put it in there. So no thoughts, no nothing, just random. But look what happened here. With this blue right here and the yellow, the reds and everything, and right here, I kind of think that looks a bit like a sky and like a sunrise or something like that, and then the sea. And I was just so inspired by that. It's kind of like when you paint, right? Just playing with the colors like that. I think that's so cool. So, a couple of scrappy socks. And I loved knitting these. It was so much fun. I actually, because I loved it so much, it's not that I have plenty of more scraps, but I made an excuse for myself because I love minis. And I have some minis from a company, and I'll show you when we get to that part of the podcast, that I just said, okay, now is the time. Get yourself a whole bunch of minis and knit socks with those. I will tell you more about that experience in the enabling part, because it did not turn out the way I had hoped. Let me just say that. Cliffhanger! Second pair is my February socks for the Alonelysocklady challenge of this year. Lone from Alonelysocklady, she dyes this self-striping yarn, and this year she's challenging us to knit a pair every month in her yarn. You can't start before the first, and you have to finish before the last of the month. And this is my February socks. I'm pretty sure I told you last time about this stitch pattern. I was inspired by the dream knitter, Ellen. So basically it's mostly stockinette, and then come the color change, I do knit 4, purl 4, knit 4, purl 4, and so on and so forth. Other than that, it's just vanilla. And I do a slip stitch heel, flap, and gusset. Wow, my language is bad today. And a rounded toe. Because that's what I love and that's what fits my foot the best. Those were the FOs of the day. And now the kitty wants to come in. Hold on. Okay, and now on to whips. I have one non-sock whip in this bag from Rock and Roll Hausfrau. It is my Bixbite Shawl by Veera Välimäki. It is a knit-along hosted by Maya. She's a Danish podcaster. Lady. I will link her as well, along with everybody else. And her friend from Tasmania. So we're doing a worldwide knit-along. It's such fun. And I have to tell you, I love knitting this shawl. If you have not knitted this, it's amazing. The pattern, it's so well written. And it's garter stitch, you know, knit, 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 knit. I love everything about this knit. And I have to say, I love the colors that I chose. It really turned out even better than I would have hoped. You start here with some garter, and then comes the 2-colored brioche. And you just knit, 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 knit until you get up here. Let me see if I can turn it the right way and show you. Like this. And yeah, these are just, it's short rows. Yeah. So you have 3 colors. Start with 2, add a 3rd, let one rest. And then after this, there's another section, I think, with some more brioche. But it's fun. My colors are these. The Danish Dyelot Pumpkin. And this one is from ByKiilerich, or ByKiilerich in Danish. Could you focus, please? Thank you. And this one is from Handdyed.dk. I love these colors. They're amazing. That's all I have to say about that. I can show you a picture of what the shawl is going to look like when it is done. It's a fun knit. I love the colors. It's just, yes, lovely, lovely. I'm knitting them on my Chow interchangeable set. The ones that I got for my birthday. It's just such a pleasure to knit. Yeah. I have 3 sock whips to show you today. I have more on my needles, but I decided to just show you the ones that I have been working on. My oldest daughter, Augusta, started to, she taught herself to crochet. Hooray, YouTube. And she crocheted all kinds of things. I think right now she's working on a pillow cover. First it was her cat, my stripy cat, Miss Siffy. She crocheted her a sweater. It's so cute. She doesn't wear it. She just put it on for a picture and that was it. But that's just fine. So, long story short, Malene, we went to the yarn store. We went to Hobii. I think Hobii is pretty known worldwide because you can order from them online, but it is a Danish company. We went to the store, and my daughter that never asks for anything hand knitted because she's kind of sensitive to wool and stuff, she asked for a pair of socks. Happy, happy. And she asked because she saw this yarn, the Silly Socks. It is a 75-25 wool polyamide, and it is rainbow. So of course I had to knit that for her. It is in my rainbow bag that I made myself. Has a little pin on there that I bought at So Sweet Violet in her shop. I have the second sock on the needles. I'm at the heel flap, and the first one is done. I really like this. It's such fun with the stripes in between the rainbows and the colors, with the kind of, it wouldn't, cream, off-white. It's not a white anyways. I really like it. It's not a super soft yarn. It has a little bit of, bite to it, but it's not, I won't say it's scratchy. We'll see if she wants to wear it. If not, her younger sister, she's not as sensitive. So yeah. So socks coming up. She's coming home tomorrow, Thursday, from school. They have a long weekend. She's bringing a friend home, and they're just gonna spend a fun weekend together. I can't wait to see her because she was not home last weekend. She is away at, well, not boarding school, but we call it after school here in Denmark. And it's kind of when you're done with junior high going on to high school. In between that, you can do like a year away and just, she's doing 10th grade up there, if that makes any sense to anybody. And then she'll go on to finish her high school after that, or gymnasium as we call it in Denmark. It's so hard to explain. It's never the same now, is it? Yeah. So rainbow socks for my daughter coming up. And then of course I have my March socks for the Alonelysocklady challenge on my needles. This set is a collaboration that I had with Lone and Trine, who makes these little stitch markers right here, little beads. They're so cute. And I make the bag. And this set is called Love Stories. So what we do is I find some fabric and think of an idea, and then I ask Lone and Trine if they want to play along, and then Lone figures out the colors for the stripes, and Trine does her magic with the beads. I think it's so cute. I am just at, let me see. Yeah, I'm at the toe. So on my toe for the first sock, for the Love Stories, and my March sock for Alonelysocklady. Yearly knit along. Oh, and in here, let me show you one of the things that I got. This little thing right here. Little snips. I have seen these on American podcasts, but not been able to find them in Denmark. And then I found them in a UK store. And we still have to pay import taxes and stuff for the UK since Brexit. But the postage is not as expensive as it is from America. So I treated myself, and I got the little green snips. I got some yellow snips that currently live in this one, my Easter bag, and the purple ones, just because, since I was going crazy. This is my Easter bag with little chicks on it, little chickens. And in here is such a fun sock. ByKiilerich, who is also on Instagram, contacted me a little while ago. I don't remember exactly the date. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want me to remember the date? He wants to go back outside, but he'll have to wait. She contacted me and she said, "Are you going to knit Easter socks this year?" And I was like, yeah. I hadn't even thought about it. But I said, yeah, of course, Easter socks. That sounds great. And she invited me to knit along with her. And I thought that was so kind of her. I love to just get a message like that. Hey, do you want to knit together? Yeah, of course I do. And then we chatted back and forth and agreed on that we could knit Easter egg socks. Because the color palette socks, have you knitted those? Have you knit those? They're by Laurel knits and they're so much fun. This is my third pair. Look at this color joy. Oh my gosh. So the brown is of course the chocolate inside the Easter eggs, and then you can choose all the colors you want or not want. I have 7 stripes on mine. Let me just dig in my bag here just a second, please. This is the main color. Brown Fever from Birk. They don't dye yarn together anymore. I think this is an awesome brown. And then I had some minis. I had a whole bunch of minis, but these are the ones that I chose. There are some minis from Ladybug yarn, a mini from Alonelysocklady, and these ones are hand dyed by her on Instagram. She is razende creatief, very creative, extremely creative. I just think that these go together so well and remind me of Easter. I have one more color to add. This one right here. So like that. And then the toe, and then I'm done with the first sock. And look at that on here, the little stitch marker. Progress Keeper right here. That's also by Trine from Trinity. What I do is, after I finish my decreases for the gusset, I place a progress keeper, and after that for my foot I do 50 rounds and then the toe, and then the sock fits me. I think they're so cool. I cannot wait to wear them. Ding! So what happened was that I posted on Instagram that Birgitte and I were going to knit these Easter socks together, and I just randomly said, but hey, if you want to knit along, by all means, just go ahead, show us what you're knitting on these hashtags. I will put them on the screen. And people just started commenting, hey, yeah, that's a great idea. I want to knit along, and so and so. I was like, okay. He wants to knit along too. And I hadn't really seen it go that far, that it would go that far, but I am so pleased that it did, because now we're knitting Easter egg socks together. That is such fun. Thank you everybody so much for playing along with us. I love that. Yes, and you're sweet too. Yeah. You're not going to be on camera today, so please be quiet. He is at my feet just stretching, making himself very interesting. Yeah. So if you want to knit along and knit some Easter egg socks, påskeægstrømper, then cast on a pair of color palette socks by Laurel Knits. You have to finish by April 10th. And what I will do is I will draw 2 winners. If one or more of these 2 winners are not living in Denmark, I will gift you my favorite sock pattern on Ravelry. If one of you are living in Denmark, I have a prize from the sweet Maria. She does these. You win a pair of these blockers. So yes, that is sponsored content, and I will also mark it in the beginning of the videos. You might have seen that already. More details on that will be over on Instagram because everything is on Instagram this time. Yeah. I wonder if I said the G word. In case some troll or something happens, you have never won anything on my YouTube unless I say your name here on the podcast. If you just get a random, hey, you won this and this, write me here. Don't. It's a troll. If you won something from me, I will put it on the screen and say it out loud. Okay? I've heard so many other podcasters having issues with that, and kind of makes me annoyed, but it also kind of makes me sad because why does it have to be that way? Come on, can't we just, I don't know, I might be naive, but just can't we just not, let's get along and not bother each other like that. All right, now the podcasters of the day. I'm so excited to tell you about this. Well, I always am now, aren't I? But I just love to be able to tell you about some favorites of mine. These three ladies, they're just such a treat to watch. They're so much fun. They're very different, so they bring different things to the podcast. Like Angie is a sweater knitter. Irene is crazy with the socks, just like me. And Joyce, she just knits everything, and I love it. It's a 3-ply podcast. I will link them down below, and I am so happy to be able to play a song for them today. So Irene, Angie, and Joyce, they have the kind of podcast, and when I watch, I always kind of sit there and giggle a little bit. Before COVID, they used to get together and podcast, and then during COVID, they just, I don't know if it's Zoom they use or whatever, and they've continued to do that, and I have to say, I've been watching some, and because of that, I kind of just, I don't watch them that much anymore, but for these three ladies, it really, really works. They're just a treat, they're fun. The other podcasts I've been telling you about, I usually say, oh, it gives me such peace, such calm. This is just pure entertainment. It's inspiring. I love what they knit. I love that they knit such different things. Angie with all her colors, and Joyce is more, let's just do blue. And I love that. It's amazing. Thank you, ladies, for spending your time doing this very, very wonderful podcast for us. Now for the music. I have a little disclaimer because the music has been edited more than I like this time, and that is because I'm having some issues with my shoulder going down into my elbow. I am in treatment, so everything is fine, but I don't play the way I usually do. So I had to edit a little bit and, put some things together. As it is a longer piece this time. It is a classical piece by Debussy, Clair de Lune, and I'm so excited to play this for you, and I hope you like it. I invite you all to sit back, relax, and let your stitches flow. That was a bit of a longer one today. Thank you for listening. I hope you had a nice relaxing knitting time. What I have left to show you today is new to me items. I told you about the challenge from Alonelysocklady, and I do have more of her yarn still, but I do not have 12 sock sets. So in her March, what is that called? My words are gone. Her shop update in March, I ordered a couple of skeins. This one is You Are Exceptional, as an egg. I love the little puns. I think that is so beautiful. And this one is Shake Your Bunny Tail. And then when you order from Lona, you always get like a little sample. And if I have to guess, I think this would be a sample of the autumnal ballerina. It's just a guess. I don't know for sure. Just a guess. So those two. And I don't know which one. Maybe this one. I think it's going to be my April socks. It's very, very pretty. Well, they both are. And then Christina from Birk. She's doing a monthly club this year related to historical events in Denmark. And this one, oh, I was just turning it, looking, where's the name? That's the big lettering right there is the name. And this time, Christina collaborated with Deadly Daisies, Natasha. Because this is witch themed. Mansplids Ribe, it's called in Danish. A witch in the olden days. Mansplid. So you get this, and this time you could choose to get this pouch as well, little notions bag. And then Christina also sent you a little note telling you a bit about the story relating to the yarn. I have to say that I love this yarn. I love the base. First of all, it's so soft, but look at these colors. I love this blue, I love this yellow and the orange, and I just love everything about it. It's gorgeous. I cannot wait to cast this on. I know I probably will have to, and I don't know, maybe I should do like a one skein wonder, like a shawl or something. I don't know. I have to think about it. another Danish yarn dyer who's also doing a club. I'm not sure if it's monthly. I think it is. Yeah. And then what she does, it's stored from Ladybug Yarns. What she does is she posts a picture on Instagram. She has two different each time, I'm pretty sure. And then you can look at the picture and you can say, oh, well, that looks like, I like the colors in there. I will choose that club or both or, yeah, the other. And this colorway from the March, is it March or February? I'm sorry, I don't remember. But her last club was this Sorona. It's so pretty. So pretty. Superwash merino, 75%, 25% nylon. It's just these colors. I love colors. It makes me so happy. And I'm pretty sure that I have to mark this as sponsored during the Danish regulations anyways, because Dart was so sweet that she sent along another skein and said, thank you for a wonderful podcast. And Ella was so excited when she saw this. We went to a yarn event last year, just Ella and I, and at Dart was a vendor there, and Ella chose a DK weight sock for DK weight yarn for me to knit socks for her. Wow. In this color, and she has been asking me to knit her more socks in the same color ever since. And when she saw this, she was like, Mom, that's my color. And she is right. It's called Primrose. Very, very gorgeous. Yes. And now for the cliffhanger. Let me just reach down here and get the box. So after I finished the scrappy socks, I have a couple of mini skeins of the opal yarn, and I had seen that on Etsy. There are some Etsy stores in the US where you can buy like a pack of 10 different opal minis. And I was like, well, yeah, I don't want to order them from the States and the tax and everything. But opal is a German yarn, and they do ship to Denmark. So I was like, I'll go on their website and I will order myself a whole bunch of minis, and it will just be so much fun, and I'll knit scrappy socks all year. And I got the box, nice and big, and then this is what was inside. I really don't know what to say because I was so disappointed. Now let me just say, nothing wrong with the yarn, nothing wrong with the service. They were amazing. I wrote them, and the thing that's bothering me is not the yarn and the colors. They're gorgeous, they're pretty. Look at this. Amazing. Oh, I think I hit my microphone there. I'm sorry. But they're almost all the same. Three of those. A lot of those. Oh, sorry for the hair. It's not that they're not pretty and gorgeous and wonderful and everything. I had just thought that since I splurged and got myself 20 opal minis, that there are going to be different minis. So I did something that I never do. I wrote them an email and I said, I'm sorry, but I'm kind of disappointed in what this and this and that and that. And they were so quick to answer me, wonderful service. And she said, well, I'm sorry, but we can't guarantee that the colors that we have available are all going to be different. And it did say on the website that you could not choose the colors yourself. That's just perfect. I have no problem with that. A surprise, just bring it on. I love a surprise. But I have to say, and you can probably see it looking at me, I'm disappointed that so many are the same. I have to say that. But not so disappointed that I'm not gonna continue knitting with opal yarns and just loving it. You know, it's just, I was just silly because I have lots of opal yarns in my stash. I could have just gone in my yarn cabinet and picked out some opal scraps from there. But I wanted the minis because they're cute and I wanted them for so long. It's like, this is when you're going to treat yourself. So I guess that's why I was kind of disappointed. Yeah, yarn happens. Okay, so the snips, I showed you those already. They are from Knit and Living UK. And I did not get any yarn from her. I just bought myself some notions that I had not seen in Denmark yet that I really wanted. These little stitch stoppers, needle minders, I don't know what to call them. You put them on the tips of your needles and then your stitches can't fall off and your needles won't poke through anything and stuff like that. I think they're so cute. And this was in the package too. This was a gift. It was very, very pretty. Beautiful stitch markers. And I showed you the pink, the green, and the yellow, and then this one. I don't have anything in there yet, but it's like fur notions and stitch markers and stuff. You can open it up like this. Put things in there. Like that. Gadgets, right? So that was all of the knitting related things I had to show you guys today. I just want to touch base on one more little thing. I was made aware that I think it was on my first English episode that somebody told me that there are so many commercials in there, not just in the beginning and at the end, but also during the whole video. And I was sad to hear that because up until now, I had chosen not to income generate or anything on my channel because of the music, because I was like, you know, with the copyright and everything, if you put music out there that somebody has a copyright for, then it'll say so on your video, and then it also says, well, you can't make money on this video. And I was just like, well, I'll skip that part. That's not why I'm here, and it's still not why I'm here. But in order to get to decide if the videos are in the middle, everywhere in your video, or in the beginning or the end, you have to become a YouTube partner. So I applied for that, and now I am. So hopefully, that's what I'm going to try to do anyways. You will only see a commercial in the beginning that you can skip if you want to, or in the end. If you see some during the episodes, please let me know, because that's not my intention. And then what I did figure out, that even though you have a copyright on your video, then what YouTube will do is they will still make sure that the people who have the copyright will get the money. So I was happy about that, because I do not want to take anything from anybody. You write music, you play music, it's your dollars. I want to be respectful about that, not misuse anything. But I was very happy and excited to learn that I can still play the music on here and everything will be good. Well, that's what it looks like anyway, so that's what I'm hoping. Yes. thank you so very, very much for being here. I am going to try to take my camera along with me this coming Saturday and see if I can show you a little bit of the yarn event. Hopefully, if I don't forget. Sometimes I'm bad and I forget, but I will do my best. So, because my intention with this channel is that I will do these episodes, but I also would like every once in a while, when it is possible, to do like a vlog. I really enjoyed Vlogmas. If I am in any way able, I will definitely do that this year too, because it was just such fun to connect with you guys every day. It was like, I missed it. When Christmas was over, I was like, no, I miss talking to everybody every day. So I will see if I can vlog this Saturday and have it out to you sometime whenever I'm done editing. And if not, I will see you next time, hopefully. And maybe for the knit along as well. I hope so. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your time. Take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.